Hey, welcome to Nick's Picks. This is the little show where I'm going to pick all the football games for the weekend, the NFL. Big football fan, big Rams fan. And I just want to try something different, see if, I'm going to see how I can do picking games every week. So we start out with Kansas City going to New England. New England's favored by like 8.5. I think New England's going to win. I don't think they have any trouble. That's a Thursday night game. Pretty excited for football to be back, to be started. And then let's move on to the Sunday game. So the first game we got Jets versus Bills. Not exactly the game of the week. I think I'm going to take the Bills in that game. It's kind of a toss-up to me. I know the Bills are favored by like 9, and the Bills are tanking too. I don't see the Bills being very good this year. Next game is the Falcons going to Chicago to play the Bears. Falcons, I have to take the Falcons. There's no way the Bears are going to beat the Falcons. I don't expect much from the Falcons this year. They're going to have that Super Bowl hangover. Everyone knows they blew a 25-point lead. But they got to beat the Bears, for Christ's sakes. All right, next game is the Ravens in Cincinnati playing the Bengals. I'm going to take the Bengals just because they're at home. It's always hard week one picking these teams because you just don't know. Except for this next game, it's the Steelers going to Cleveland playing the Browns. Got to take the Steelers. They'll probably kill the Browns. And Garrett's out, so that's not good for the Browns. Next game is the Arizona Cardinals, my backyard team, not my team. Going to Detroit playing the Lions. Arizona's favored. I'm going to take the Lions just because they're at home. I don't know about Arizona this year. They're supposed to be good last year, and they weren't, and I just don't trust them. Next game is Jacksonville going to Houston. I'm going to take the Texans. Texans are at home. They'll probably want to put up a good show for the crowd, and, you know, all the hurricane people, all that stuff. So, and then speaking of hurricanes, we got Tampa Bay going to Miami. I don't even know where this game's being played. I'm going to take the Dolphins. I think Tampa Bay is going to be good this year, but I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of picking the Dolphins because they're at home, but if that doesn't really matter, it'll be interesting. I just think the Dolphins might squeak this one out. Next game, this should be a good game. Oakland going to Tennessee. I really want to pick Oakland, but I just can't. I'm going to pick Tennessee. I think Tennessee's going to be good this year. And then the next game, we got the Eagles versus the Redskins. The Redskins are at home, but I'm going to take the Eagles. I think the Eagles should be good this year. Not really surprised. They did a lot in the offseason, but I think they should be able to beat Washington. Washington's missing a lot. Next game is the Colts versus my Rams. I know the Rams are going to be very good this year. I hope they're better than they were last year, but I think they can beat the Colts. The Rams don't have Donald. Colts don't have luck. I think the Rams win that. And then the next game is Seattle versus Green Bay. I don't know. That's a good game for week one. I'm going to take the Packers. Just because they're at home. Week one, you just don't know. But you have to go with the Packers at home, I think. Next game, you got Carolina going to San Francisco. And I'll take the Panthers over the 49ers. The 49ers aren't going to be very good this year. And then the Sunday night game, you got the Giants versus the Cowboys. Now, Ezekiel Elliott's playing. Beckham Jr. may not be playing. I'm going to take the Giants in an upset. I don't know. There's something about the Giants this year that kind of scare me. That everyone thinks Ezekiel Elliott's back and that's going to help the Cowboys, and I don't know. Somehow I think the Giants are going to pull one out. Then you got two Monday night games. You got the Saints versus Minnesota for the first Monday night game. I'm going to take Minnesota. The Saints should be better, but it's in Minnesota, and who knows? Neither one of them I don't think are very good. Minnesota's probably a little better, but they should be improved. I'm just going to take Minnesota. And then the last Monday night game is the LA Chargers. That's weird. Taking on Denver in Denver. Got to go with the Broncos there. That's not a bad game either, actually. I think the Chargers will be better as long as they can stop getting everybody hurt. I don't know about that quarterback situation with Denver. Now, this is all my week one picks. Now, in week two, I'll show how bad I did, because I got a feeling I missed a couple here. But I'll show how bad I did, and then I'll pick the week two games too. I'm also going to do a top 5. So right now, I guess it would be my preseason top 5. I would have number 5 as the Titans. It's probably a stretch, but I like Mariota. I think they're going to be better. They got 2 running backs. I think they can be good. Number 4, I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks. Number 3, I'm going with Green Bay. They just happened to play each other this week. That was probably the hardest game to pick. Number 2, I'm going with the Steelers. And number 1, I'm going with the Patriots. So one last thing, we're going to do a Super Bowl prediction. Every year, the last 2 years I've done it while we played Madden. We didn't get a chance to this year. The Madden was down and we just weren't able to do it. So I'm gonna do it now. In the AFC, I have the Patriots going. Even with Edelman out, I think the Patriots will win, or will get to the Super Bowl. And in the NFC, I've had a tough time. I've thought about the Packers. I've thought about the Seahawks. I think I'm gonna go with the Giants, though. I think I'm gonna go Patriots, Giants, with the Patriots actually beating the Giants in the Super Bowl this year. I haven't got a Super Bowl prediction right in the last 3 years. Last year, I think I had the Steelers and Packers. Maybe that was 2 years ago. It's hard to remember. That's my pick, Patriots versus Giants. And let's see how I did this week. And if you have a different Super Bowl prediction, maybe comment down below. Tell me what your Super Bowl prediction is. But, you know, do it now. Don't do it in January, because that's not really fair. Alright, well, thanks for watching. See you next week when I'll have picks and I'll have a record for week 1.